Today is National Coming Out Day, celebrating the LGBTQ plus community. The holiday was first created back in 1988 on the anniversary of the National March on Washington for lesbian and gay rights. And today, we celebrate each and every coming out story and why this holiday is still just as important today. I'd like to bring in GLAAD consultant and award-winning writer and activist Raquel Willis. Raquel, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start at the beginning. What does National Coming Out Day mean to you, and why is today so important for so many people in the LGBTQ plus community?
Absolutely. Well, National Coming Out Day is just such an important day, particularly to youth in our community. I think it's a day that is held up as one where we can kind of lay bare all of our uncertainties about who we are and move into a braver world where we can be our true selves. For me, I remember 2012, National Coming Out Day was when I openly came out as transgender. I was still in college at that time. And so it's definitely a day that holds a special place in my heart.
2012 doesn't seem that long ago these days, and it seems, I think many people would think that maybe we're past some of the points we're not past. What challenges do LGBTQ plus people face when coming out, and how can families and friends support their loved ones in this process, even today?
Absolutely. Well, I think the biggest issue is that there's just a lot of misinformation about the LGBTQ plus experience out there. There continues to be a lot of strides that we need to make in terms of building an educational experience that lets LGBTQ plus folks know our rich history of which there's centuries of material. I dare many teachers out there to get on board. But of course, we also face disparities in healthcare and in employment and so much more. So it's so important for folks to be able to take maybe what is considered a first step for many and just being able to express who they are so that they can then get the resources that they need.
Well, LGBTQ plus equality and acceptance, as you point out, has come so far. There are still many challenges ahead. So what do you think are some of the main issues that face the community today?
Well, what's always closest to my heart, of course, is the epidemic of violence that is plaguing largely Black trans women in the United States and Latinx women abroad. We have to make sure that we are pushing back against violence in our culture. Because of that misinformation, people have a lot of insecurities that they try and enact on us. But also, I will say, this year has been a banner year, unfortunately, for anti-trans legislation. And right now, there's actually a bill being moved down in Texas. It would be the 9th one, if passed, that would restrict the rights of trans youth to play in sports. And so, again, we really need to be building spaces where trans youth in particular can be who we know them to be.
Raquel Willis, thank you so much for joining us, especially on this National Coming Out Day. We do appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.